Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be going over Instagram makeup. Yeah, I know a lot of people have requested this video and really wants to know what I do for the Instagram. And you know, to be honest, I do it all for the gram. This channel, my life, my makeup. I'm going to be over some tips that I have for good photography makeup. So for example, if you want to post to the gram, or if you have a photo shoot that you are doing for some significant life event, you know, God knows what. If you're interested, then just keep watching. Welcome back. So today I'm going to be doing my Instagram makeup and basically just having nice, I woke up like this face, but still pretty cute and still pretty done up, obviously. But yeah, you kind of just want to look like effortlessly cute no matter what the occasion is. So first, I usually start with a mist of some sort just to hydrate my skin. This one is the Pixi Wakeup Mist. So yeah, those are always really nice, really easy, and super quick. So I like using them in the morning, and yeah, that's the tea on that. What else do you need? So next, I'm going to be using my e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. So far, I've been really liking it. It does the perfect job of just making a good base for foundation to lay onto. So I do have some pretty noticeable pores right next to my nose, and you know, that's just something that I don't really want to see in a picture. Okay. So I usually just apply it just in the places where I know my pores are a little bit more emphasized. So just right along the nose. So next I like to use a foundation that has quite a bit of coverage but doesn't look too cakey. And also I look for something that kind of blurs any situations going on my face. Like I usually have a breakout or two at, you know, any given time of the day. This one's pretty universally good, and I think it would be good for anybody to try. It's the Airbrush Away Foundation by No. 7, and I have mine in the shade Honey. They surprisingly have really good skin tone matches. So Honey is like, I would say this is actually my closest match that I have in my foundations for my skin right now. So next I'm gonna go ahead and set my other under eyes. Okay, so for this one I'm going to be using my Honest Beauty Invisible Loose Blurring Powder. So I posted a whole review of Honest Beauty already, and you probably know my undying love for this product already. If you don't, this is one of my all-time favorite powders of all time. Yeah, so I really like this powder. And if you know me, you would know that I'm not a powder person. Like I said, I have really dry skin usually, and I am just not a fan. Okay, next I'm going to be using my Wet n Wild highlighting powder, and this is in the shade Golden Flower Crown. Instead of sweeping it in the typical spots where you would see highlighter just on top of the cheekbones, I usually use it all over the face. Not anything crazy, I mean, like, you know, I'm not psychotic or anything. I use a big fluffy brush to just sweep it all across the face. So this kind of just brings back a good radiance in your skin without having to use a liquid. So that's why I really like it. I'm just gonna swirl my brush in there and start at the cheekbones and do some of the forehead, and then just around the whole face. I'll probably insert a couple of photos about here of pictures where I've done this before and it looks really good. And whenever you have heavy exposure, then you can kind of get your skin to just glisten a little bit without looking, you know, crazy unnatural. So you really would just want to be able to reflect light at all times. Okay, next I'm going to be doing my eyebrows. So I'm going to be using my Zoeva Brow Down to Me Precision Brow Pencil. This one is in the shade Brunette. Okay, so next, sometimes I do this, sometimes I don't. It's definitely a skippable step, but I'm going to be using my Anastasia, there she is, my Anastasia Dip Brow Gel, and mine is in the shade Dark Brown. And since my eyebrows are so thin, I just want to make them look a little extra beefy without being too much, right? Okay, so next, finishing off the complexion products, are just 2 more. I'm going to be using my cream bronzer by Fenty in the shade Macchiato. Is that upside down? Oh, goodness, girl, you are tripping. I really like using this one because it provides me with such a nice cool tone brown contour shade. Great, cute, yeah. This is what Oklahoma sounds like at noon on a Saturday, if you're wondering. How long does this go on for? I mean, Jesus. So the siren's finally done. Like I was saying. Okay, so I use the Fenty cream bronzer. It gives me just like a nice sculpted cheekbone situation since my face is pretty round, honestly. It's just like, I don't know, the cheeks just feel very round. I like sculpting out good cheekbones and making them a little bit stronger than I would on a normal day-to-day basis. I also take whatever is left over and bring it down onto the jawline to also define that a little bit more as well. So next with the complexion products is my all-time favorite cream blush, and it's the Honest Beauty cream blush in the shade Rose Pink. So this is by far my favorite shade, and then I apply it just right on top of where I put the contour. And it just instantly gives you such a good flush to your face, and yeah, it just looks really, really good in photos. And then sometimes I'll apply a little to the nose, not always, but it just looks so freaking cute. Just look at how freaking cute I look. So next I'm going to set my face, and I'm going to be using a radiant setting spray. Like I said before, it just looks a lot better in pictures if your skin looks a little bit more radiant. For this one I'm going to be using my Neutrogena Radiant Setting Spray, and it has peptides in it, whatever that means, honestly. People are so ambiguous when it comes to biological terms in cosmetic products. I just think that it kind of doesn't really mean a whole lot to me. What I do like is that this is a radiant setting spray, and that's pretty much it. Okay, so next I'm going to go ahead and work on the eyes. One of my favorite palettes that I like using for interesting eyeshadow looks is this Zoeva Spice of Life palette. I have been using this so freaking much recently. It's just such a solid eyeshadow palette. So obviously you see a lot of reds and a lot of bronzy tones, but it has such a range when it comes to the actual looks you can get out of this. I think I could probably honestly do like 8 different looks with this one eyeshadow palette, and I mean, it's insane. This is by far one of my favorite eyeshadow palettes. Okay, so starting out, I'm going to just blank out my eyes and use this white shade right here. Next, I'm gonna go in with this brown shade in the bottom right corner, bottom left corner, who cares? It's called Shared Joy, and I'm just gonna apply that to the top of my eyelid. This probably looks super, super crazy to begin with, but trust me, it will be just fine. Okay, and then now I'm going to take that same color, Shared Joy, and bring it to the lower lash line. So I'm just kind of making a straight line from the lower lash line to the end of where my eyeshadow is, and blend, blend, blend. Okay, feeling good about that. Next, I'm just going to add a simple little gold to my eyelid, and I'm gonna add this color. It looks a little bit greener in the pan than it actually is on the eye, and this one is called The Flavor. Next, I'm going to just finish off the look with an inner corner highlight, this glittery one right here. It's called Unlike Any Other. Okay, so here's the eyes all finished. I really love this palette, like I said. And yeah, it just gives you like something interesting to look at, especially when you're at a normal camera angle. I mean, freaking camera, man, it freaking sucks. No, I'm just kidding, because it me. So next I'm going to apply my cream gel liner. And this one is by Colourpop. This is the Colourpop cream gel liner in the shade Extra Frosting. And I'm just gonna use that to line my waterline. Okay, so this step is definitely optional, but I definitely think it makes the biggest difference in how open your eyes look whenever you're taking a picture. If you're comfortable with doing a waterline liner, I definitely recommend putting a nice little cream color in your waterline, and especially goes really well with smokier eyeshadow looks. So yeah, try it out, she's cute. Next, I'm gonna be doing my mascara, and for pictures I like big voluminous lashes. I mean, I kind of like that for every day, but especially when it comes to taking a picture. So two of my favorites are the Voluminous Lash Paradise by L'Oreal. Well, this is just a good volumizing mascara, but another one that I really like using is this Pat McGrath Labs FetishEyes mascara. So I'll probably end up using a combination of both of them if I'm completely honest. So I just finished up the mascara, and yeah, it's just big fluttery lashes that I usually like going for. So next I'm going to be doing my lipstick and finishing up, and this is going to be the Huda Beauty liquid matte lipstick. Mine is in the shade Venus, and it's like a perfect fall tone nude for my lips. We're all done. So this is the final look. I'll probably take some photos just so I can show you what the whole thing ends up looking like all together. I really love the way this turned out. Hopefully you found this helpful. These are just a couple of my little tips that I do for when I take pictures and want to look cute. And yeah, let me know if you thought this was helpful. If you did, feel free to like, comment, subscribe. That helps me out so very much. And I really do appreciate it and love interacting with you guys in the comments. Let me know what some of your favorite photography makeup tips are. And that's it. I'll see you at the same time, same place next week. Bye. Am I talking too much? I kind of feel like I'm talking too much. You know, you really just can't cross those boundaries with your hairline sometimes. So let's go and not start a video, I guess. Bye.